How's it going, everybody? Welcome to episode 4 of Free Thoughts from Freedom Chiropractic and Rehab. This week's quote of the week comes from Jim Rohn. He said, "Take care of your body. It's the only place you have to live." When I read this, it reminded me of the analogy we talked about last week. It reminded me of how we talked about the choices that we make now are either making deposits or withdrawals in the 401k for our health, right? So the things you choose to do now will make your life easier or harder down the road. And remember, we want to do all that we can to extend our health span so that we can enjoy the quality of life for as long as possible. So take care of your body, do the right things, make healthy choices, and enjoy life now and down the road. In this week, Let's Talk About Health segment, I want to talk about a piece of research that I just came across. It was published in the journal Nutrients in December of 24, and the focus of this research was to look at the impact that creatine monohydrate has on the quote-unquote flexibility of our blood vessels. They took a group of 50-year-old people who were not training to see if there would be any impact from just doing supplementation. These people started with a base test before they started any supplementation, and they were divided into two groups. One group took the creatine supplement, and one group took a placebo. After, I think it was 4 weeks of the study, they retested, and they did see a significant increase in the pliability of those blood vessels. Theoretically, that then should decrease the likelihood of cardiac incident. So these creatine supplements seem to have a positive impact on longevity for those people if they're decreasing the likelihood of those cardiac incidents. They also noticed, which was interesting, a decrease in the concentration of glucose and triglycerides in the blood of the group that was supplemented with the creatine monohydrate. Now, you rarely hear me talk about specific supplements. If anyone's been a patient in the office, you know that it's not something that I talk about frequently. But I will say that this is one of the few supplements that I do take. So if it's something that you're interested in, you have questions about it, please feel free to reach out and ask those questions. I'm happy to answer anything you have. Thank you very much, and we'll go on to our next segment. We always like to finish by spreading the word. So about a week ago, we had a significant snowfall here in the Northeast. And a couple days ago, I saw a post pop up on my Instagram feed that I wanted to make sure that I shared. So the story goes, there was a man driving home with his two sons in the car, a 6-year-old and a 10-year-old, I believe. And the boys glanced out the window and saw a man shoveling his sidewalk. They asked their dad if they could stop to help. See, the man was in a wheelchair. These boys saw him and wanted to do the right thing by helping. How awesome is it that a 6-year-old and a 10-year-old boy recognized their opportunity to help and they took it? When you see your opportunities to help, I ask you to do the same thing. Take those opportunities and help those that you can.